Bien, nous étions de retour une semaine plus tard avec Kian, dans le repère des rebelles.
Their war isn't over yet, and there's much to do before Mercuria is truly at peace. But they deserve respite.
Il en reste alors des rebelles, quelques-uns.
Hami, I was never able to call anyone father, but if I had, it would be you. You made me the man I am today, and for that, I'll always be grateful. I'll see you again, Hami, on the sun-kissed slopes of the first mountain. No formalities shall divide us then, and I will be proud to call you father. Hami.
Bob l'aveugle.
Bob who can see. I'd say rest well, but I know that whatever awaited you on the other side, you didn't sit still for long. Whichever deity rules your afterlife is probably tearing their hair out. Bob who can see.
D'accord.
I'd say rest well, but
Shepherd.
I know that you guided us, Shepherd. You guided me, and you believed in me when no one else did. When I didn't believe in myself. You saved me, and this is how I will remember you. They cut it down, but they weren't able to drag it with them. This head belongs here. They cut it down,
Ouais.
but they weren't able to drag it with
Liko.
them. It's time to face him. We have unfinished business, Liko and I. Are you going to kill me now?
I did swear an oath, Azadi.
You did. And if you choose to do so, I won't fight you. I won't fight my brother.
I believe the gods may be willing to turn a blind eye to my commitment.
Good. I'm glad you have forgiving gods.
I share the sentiment.
So, what now, Liko? Where to next?
This war is just starting. You need people you can trust standing with you. I thought maybe I'd join you in Azadir.
He's needed here in Mercuria more than I need him in Sadir. I could use Liko's help in Sadir. And we've grown close.
Viens avec moi.
I think that sounds like a good idea. We need to unite my people and yours. And I can imagine no better man at my side than you, Liko.
Likewise. So when do we leave?
As soon as possible. Utana fled the city with the first. I don't believe the Six have any idea they've been deceived. Even without the Prophet, the masked council has amassed enough power to make them a formidable enemy. Utana will be in control of Azadir when she returns there. We can't pull the entire Azadi army out of Mercuria without creating unrest. Half the troops will need to stay behind to ease the transition. But it'll have to do. We have the light on our side. Civil war seems inevitable. But we walk with the goddess, and our enemies are blinded by the shadow. We will prevail, and the mother will have to pay for her crimes. We're bringing Naane. She asked to come along. She can be of good use to us. I'm going to ask Enu to step up and take over some of Shepard's tasks here in Mercuria.
A wise choice.
I believe so. If she accepts.
She'll do anything for you.
The restoration will take time, and it won't be complete before all the magicals are back in the city. The ones who want to return. But perhaps that's for the best. Trust between humans and non-humans will need to be restored first. I wish I could stay to help, but my mission isn't here. I need to look west now.
Just say the word. I'm ready, Kian. Brother.
We'll leave soon. I just have to say my goodbyes first.
Don't leave.
This war isn't over.
I know, but don't leave. We can't fix things here without you. And without Shepard? And with Liko going away with you? I mean, who will be in charge? Who's going to make the right decisions and secure peace between humans and magicals and...
You will.
Wait, what? Me? How? What?
You're the strongest and bravest person I know. With you here, the Resistance will do fine.
I don't... But... No, you see, I haven't... Huh?
The others trust you and admire you. They'll listen to you. You've proved yourself.
Okay, now you're going to make me cry. That's not fair.
You'll be fine, Anu.
Oh, okay, here we go. Floodgates wide open.
Goodbye, Anu.
I love you. I mean, in a friendly way. I mean... screw it. Goodbye, Kian Alvane. Prophet, General, whatever else you're going to accomplish with your life, and I'm sure you will accomplish a lot. Good luck with everything. Go save your nation. Okay, all right. We have so much work to do.
Hey.
Who are you? Where do you come from?
The Ether. I followed the songlines here. I walk between worlds. I'm Saga.
Saga. Thank you for saving my life, Saga.
The choices I've made led me down this path, to Kian Alvane at just the right time. Every action played a small part in saving his life. I guess you could say it's fate, that I ended up where I was supposed to end up. Not due to any actions on my part, but because the universe decided. Fate, choices, I don't know. It might have played out differently, if not for a whole lot of coincidences along the way. The choices I've made led me down this path, to Kian Alvane at just the right time.
Ouais, je pense.
You're welcome.
Without you, I wouldn't be here today. The Resistance would have failed.
Perhaps. Anyway. Thanks for saving the world, then.
I think our friend Zoe deserves much of the credit for that.
I hope she pulled through.
I'm sure she did. If not, I would know. We all would. She's...
Important? Oh, yes.
How did you know to be in the right place at the right time?
Does it matter?
Whatever the reason, maybe I don't want to know. Does it matter? Who is this woman? Her secrecy and lack of respect is frustrating. Whatever the reason, maybe I don't... Does it matter?
Moi, je veux savoir ce qui s'est passé.
Of course it matters. You showed up with the medicine I needed. Did anyone send you...
It'll take a while to explain. We can cover it on the road to Sadir.
Sadir?
Capital of the Azadi Empire, situated where the 6 rivers meet the...
Stop playing games, woman.
I'm coming with you.
What? Why?
Because that's how the story goes. It's been written, and we can't change that now. We have a war to win. And then, in another decade or so, there's going to be an even bigger war. You'll definitely need me for that one. Us. You'll need us. It's been foretold, Bloodless King, for thousands of years. Seriously, I promise I'll cover all of it when we have some quality time to ourselves. Oh, and one last thing. You may not like this one, yet. You're going to adopt me.
Adopt? What?
I'll need a name, in Azadir, a surname, otherwise I won't be useful to you. No one listens to a nameless person, and it's not like we can just get married. So you adopt me and bring me into your family, and I take your name and become a princess. Saga Alvane. I like the sound of that. I've never had a surname. We didn't need one.
What are you talking about?
Again, I'll explain soon as we leave. And we should leave soon. Because Sadir needs you.
Goddess. Yes. Yes. To Sadir. But unless you explain everything, I'll toss you overboard before we're halfway there. Understood?
I can live with that.
Good. Adopt.
Mm-hmm.
Also, how did you get here? How did you know I was in the Enclave? What was that portal? Can you open portals anywhere? Why not
Everything. I pinky promise.
Light save me.
Moi aussi, j'aimerais bien qu'on m'explique. Expliquez-nous. Les joueurs.
Good morning, sunshine.
Oh no, not again.
I promise you, it's for real this time. Do you need anything? Do you need water? The curtains closed, or...?
No, it's okay. The sun, it's good.
The doctor said you'd be waking up. I wanted to be here when you did, to... well, to explain.
Did we win?
We're still here, and the bad guys are gone, so I guess we did.
What happened at the end? There was a bright light, voices, and nothing. Darkness, and then, well, this.
I don't know. That thing that came through, it wasn't human. It tossed me aside like I was nothing. I'm lucky I wasn't killed. I tried to get back on my feet, but then there was a blinding flash of light. And when it faded, it only took a second or two, and then there was just you. No one else. I thought you were dead.
And Helena?
Gone. Perhaps that thing... Anyway, she won't be back. If she survived, she'll stay away. Too many people want her locked up. Or dead.
Watticorp. Are they still after me?
Oh no, they've got enough problems on their hands. Your friend Sully broke the story. They've been linked to the suicide bombing in Propast, to political payoffs, to corruption, and their plans for the Dream Machine were exposed. No one's going to want to log back in anytime soon. The Syndicate's under pressure from the other corporations because of their relationship with Wati. The Eye is under investigation too. They've pulled their operatives from Europolis. That article made shockwaves. Sully sounded really happy when he called. He'll be even happier when he hears you're awake. Watticorp will probably survive. The Dream Machine will not. And without that, they couldn't care less about you. About us.
That's good. And Reza, is he...
When Eingana was destroyed, DreamNet shut down. Wati could no longer control him. He's okay. Confused, but okay. I called him this morning. He's on his way down.
Good. Dad, what were you doing in Mumbai with that woman?
I didn't know any other way. Unless I cooperated, Wati was going to take you away. Helena convinced them to let us bring you to the lab. They believed we were working on improving DreamNet, while Helena was secretly working on her project, altering reality.
How?
Use entangled particles to affect the quantum state of dreamtime in order to reshape the physical universe. Change dreams, change reality. Helena spent 30 years on this project. We were partners. But it was always her project, her theories. I'm not sure I ever believed it would actually work, but she was determined, and I...
You made me.
We did. I don't know if you'll ever forgive me for not telling you the truth, but you began life as an experiment. Our goal was to create an individual capable of existing in both realities, the physical and the dreaming. Someone who could change the world with a single thought. With dreams. But it didn't work. You were just a child. To your mother, you were an asset she could use and discard, but you were my little girl. That's why I left. You were only 2 years old. Helena had given up on you. In exchange for my share of Jiva, she let me take you away. I thought it was over. I didn't know she'd come back for you.
There's too much to process right now. I can't. I'll need time. And I'll need the whole story, from beginning to end, all the way back.
Of course. I'm really sorry, Zoe. I let you down again.
Dad, stop. You did what you had to do to save me. I still need to understand exactly what happened, but I don't blame you. Where are we? Still in Jiva's Mumbai lab?
No. This is the real deal. We're back home. Back in Casablanca.
Okay, good. I want to stay.
In the hospital?
I want to go home. To our house. I miss home. I miss you, Dad.
I've missed you too. Of course you can come home, sweetheart.
But I'll be asking tons of questions, and I expect honest answers. No more protecting me from the truth, okay?
Okay.
Right now, though, I just want to sit here and watch the sunlight. I'm sick of sleeping. Sick of dreaming. I want to be awake.
Et voilà. Cinq ans plus tard, déjà. Il est devenu roi en 5 ans.
I try to run, but I'm not moving. Tried to get out of here for years. No longer know what I'm doing. Well, I just disappear. I'm getting scared and my heart starts pounding. I try to scream, but there's no sound. I am falling, I'm falling. When will my feet hit the ground? I am falling, I'm falling. But I'm not going down.
Hey, you.
Am I awake or am I dreaming?
Qui, toi? T'es qui, toi? Montrez-nous. Montrez-nous le visage. Ah, pas de réponse. Épilogue. Ceux qui marchent entre les mondes. Oh, de très nombreuses années plus tard. Sortez les mouchoirs.
Every year, it gets colder. Now let's see if we can't put some life into you.
Ravivez le feu. Bon, je vais raviver le feu, puis après je vais observer la pièce. Se reposer dans le fauteuil confortable.
One of my older works. I must have painted that when I was in my late teens. Come to think of it, that was an actual place. I visited there to get in touch with my ancestry. It was a strange and powerful experience. One of my one of the Sylphan worlds. Beautiful and peaceful, as always. So naturally, I grew bored again. One of the Sylphan worlds.
Désolée. Parfois il y a 2 lignes de dialogue, parfois une seule.
Peaceful. One day, I'll get rid of that accursed thing. It's stained with the blood of dragons. But it's too dangerous to simply discard. The silver spear of Gariman, older than the twin worlds, forged in the fires of the first earth, created for one purpose, the destruction of magic. Some days I use it as a walking staff. The dead walked in that world. They were exceedingly polite, but it still creeped me out no end. The dead walked in that. I prefer my worlds three-dimensional, thank you very much. I prefer one of my favorite worlds, vast and beautiful. It took me days to walk there, across treacherous song lines, avoiding discordants and bell strikers. Our bloodless king. He did not enjoy that throne, but he never complained. Not to me, at least. Even my endless teasing couldn't faze him. Oh, Kian, I miss you dearly. Not a day goes by when I don't think of you. My dearest Kian, I miss our long conversations. I even miss how every single one of my jokes passed over your head. Now there's a face I haven't seen in a long time. Liko stayed true to Kian until the end. Though, to be honest, I always thought they were gonna end up killing each other. I'll leave that hanging where it is. Not bad for a 7-year-old with no idea of what was happening to her and why she was having such vivid dreams. Arcadia, Crow, the Rolling Man, the beginning of a long journey. I'll leave them up. After all, Papa isn't around to tell me to clean up and bring them to my room. Brave Zoe. It couldn't have been easy getting caught up in events and wanting nothing more than a quiet, normal life. I believe her daughter is still alive in the continuity, along with her grandchildren and great-grandchildren.
Ouf, ça fait combien d'années qu'on a vécu, nous, alors? Elle est arrière-grand-mère. D'accord.
From what I've heard, she lived a long and fulfilling life. And I know she passed the dream on, or all this wouldn't be. Hugsy. He's the only creature in this little world of ours older than me. I used to think he spoke to me. And I do believe I was right about that. There's a spirit inside him, old and shy. I think Mama put him there to watch over me when she was traveling. Oh, dear old Hugsy. You're barely holding together. Oh, dear old... What's that, Hugsy? You miss Papa? I miss him too, old buddy. Now that my life's winding down, I feel like I'm just beginning to understand song lines. But at least here they are, charted and documented. Someone may benefit from my experiences. Perhaps I'll take one final walk along a winding path and listen to the songs and stories. Perhaps when the spring between worlds thaws the frost on the turnstiles. I would so like to go, but not now, not today.
April.
It's hard sometimes to separate my own memories from what I've read and heard. April's journeys are vivid to me, but also dreamlike. I've spent so many years trying to make sense of our connection. I don't think I ever will. Someday, at the very end, maybe we will meet face to face before the cycle begins anew. This was April's. I'm not sure how that's possible or how it ended up here, but I feel her presence in this. I mean, I always feel her presence. That's inevitable. But there is something about this talisman. The beginning and the end will connect. They always do. So much energy. Her chi is in this. The complete history of the War of the Balance and the Reunification of Worlds. Volumes 1 to 13. I've yet to make it all the way through, I'm afraid. I helped Galath with the details while he was writing it. I was there to witness it all. That's a tale for another occasion.
Qui était Galate, finalement? On ne sait pas, hein?
The twin worlds became one, and decades of strife and unrest followed. Many perished, but it had to be so. Magic and science could not be divided forever. I haven't been back in decades. New Earth reminds me too much of friends long gone. But maybe I'll pay one last visit to those who remain. Worlds like that one are jarring. Everything just slightly off. It's like it was designed to keep me on edge, and I have such a hard time understanding post-physicals.
Est-ce que ma canne a une tête de corbeau dessus? Ouais.
The Secret Lives of Stickman. Paths, ways, and songlines. Time is a spiral. Reincarnation for beginners. The House of All Worlds. My one and only book. And it is truly One book only.
Quelqu'un frappe à la fenêtre.
It's freezing out there. You should not have let me go outside. Brr.
You're a big boy. What imbalance were you thinking?
Fresh air. And I was going a bit stir-crazy inside.
You know very well it's not safe. Paths shift with the wind between worlds, and the song lines are fragile things at the best of times. One discord, and you could end up lost forever. Just like...
You worry too much, old woman.
Oh, old woman? Huh? You're no spring chicken yourself, bird.
Oh, bird me. I've survived worse. Anyway, time to dry my cold feathers by a roaring fire while I enjoy a saucer of sweet sherry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you. You can't.
What? I can't what?
Be here.
You're not serious. You're serious.
I'm receiving a visitor, and she mustn't see you. There'll be too many questions. Questions I can't easily answer.
And who, pray tell, is this very important visitor?
I will tell you. Afterwards. Go upstairs and warm yourself by the chimney. It won't be too long.
After all these years, I get no respect. No, don't say anything. It's fine. I'm going upstairs. Just don't expect me to come back down again later. Or ever.
I'm making shortbread.
Call me when it's ready.
Donc apparemment, on a réussi à ressusciter Crow. D'ailleurs, dans les livres, il y avait un livre sur la résurrection, non?
The Secret Lives of Stickman. I'll sit down and read later, with a good cup of tea from a floating teacup. The people of Stark got a sneak peek of what reunification would be like with the collapse. For most, it was not a pleasant experience.
C'est le monument qu'il y avait dans la ville à Propost, non?
The people of Stark got a sneak peek of what reunification would be like with the collapse. For most, it was not a pleasant experience. I had to visit Letok. I couldn't just let that mystery be. But the paths didn't lead me to them, all to that time, and I found nothing. It was a beautiful place, though, and I left the memorial there for the two of them. Still so many worlds unvisited, so many universes left to traverse, but time's running out for me. I've kept track of all my travels over the years. The multiverse is big, but I haven't done too badly. I don't think many have walked as far and as wide as me. There. Oh, yes, I remember that place. And that strapping Coruscant farm boy. It was an enjoyable 2 weeks. Until his wife returned. Why did you never come back to me, Mama? Were you really not able to find your way? Or did something else happen? Did you forget about us?
Ça doit être horrible de passer toute sa vie avec des questions comme ça. Un mystère qui apparemment ne sera jamais résolu vu son âge.
I refuse to believe she stayed away on purpose. And I never really believed she was dead. She might have been lost in time, like Papa always said. That would explain why she couldn't make it back. I could never write as well as she did, so I stopped trying. Oh, Papa, trying to keep me here with wards and old magic. I must have been such a handful for him, and a royal pain in the ass. He left his glasses when he packed his rucksack and walked out the front door. Where he was going, he didn't need spectacles. They wouldn't do me much good. Those wards are long gone. I like to think Papa found Mama in the end, and that they lived out their lives together somewhere green and beautiful. Papa never gave up hope, no matter how hard I tried to convince him otherwise. If anyone deserved a happy ending, it was him.
I miss you guys. So much.
It's such a beautiful design, and it keeps the house anchored in perfect balance between all worlds and all times. Will this continue to work when our family is all gone? Mama and Papa always said the house is a living thing, so maybe it'll live on without us. Rose loved to tinker with her creations. Now, where did those dragonflies of hers go?
Rose, libellule. Ce serait la dame du marché.
I haven't thought of Rose for nearly half a century. Where did she end up after reunification? She always spoke about going post-physical and being with her Alvin again.
Alvin Pitts, le créateur de Voici.
I would love to hear that story one day. Knowing Rose, she got what she wanted. Rose loved to tinker with her. I'll make some tea to go with the shortbread later, after my guest has left. It's the comfy chair. I never could get rid of that old thing.
Bien, je pense que c'est le moment de s'asseoir et de recevoir notre invité.
Welcome, Aprilian.
Wow, comme ça. J'avais oublié que ça se terminait comme ça. Je m'attendais pas à finir le jeu aujourd'hui, donc j'ai pas préparé mon speech de fin. Que d'émotions. Malgré tout, le jeu, même si c'est un bon jeu, ne m'a pas plu autant que les deux premiers. J'ai trouvé, d'un point de vue gameplay, que les énigmes étaient assez mal conçues. C'est surtout de la recherche de points d'intérêt, je vais dire. Quels objets on va pouvoir ramasser. Et le peu d'objets qu'on ramasse, on l'utilise tout de suite. Tout le début à Propost avec Zoé semble disproportionné en termes de scénario. Ici, il passe pas tant de choses que ça par rapport au reste. Par rapport au reste de l'histoire.
getting scared and my heart starts pounding. I try to scream but there's no sound.
À partir d'un certain moment dans l'histoire, on n'a plus de journal à lire, c'est dommage. Ça s'accélère vraiment beaucoup dans les derniers chapitres et peut-être un peu trop en fait. Par rapport au temps que met l'histoire pour se développer dans les premiers chapitres. Et au final, je trouve que l'histoire n'apporte pas vraiment tant de réponses, si ce n'est des questions en plus même. J'aimerais bien savoir ce qui est arrivé à la mère de Saga, à son père. D'où vient finalement Saga, parce que c'est quoi? C'est une réincarnation d'April? Mais pas vraiment. Elle a des souvenirs d'April, on ne sait pas trop pourquoi. Parce qu'elle est née en même temps que April mourrait, mais je ne sais pas. Qui est le père de l'enfant de Zoé? Qu'est-ce qui arrive à Kian? Comment est-ce qu'il se débrouille pour devenir roi? Comment ça se passe? La résistance, qu'est-ce qu'elle devient? Puis toutes ces histoires de réunification, j'aimerais bien savoir. Beaucoup de questions finalement. Pas beaucoup de réponses. Et aussi, par rapport aux choix que vous devez faire dans l'histoire, eh bien, la fin est toujours la même. Quoi, peu importe les choix que vous preniez. Donc, toute cette histoire de les choix qu'on fait auront un équilibre sur le reste de l'histoire, ben, c'est faux en fait. Tout reste pareil, à part quelques changements mineurs, mais... Alors je sais pas si c'est le jeu qui est pas super bien fait, et du coup on n'a pas plusieurs fins alors qu'on aurait pu en avoir plusieurs différentes, ou si c'est juste une façon de dire quoi qu'on fasse, le destin est tout tracé. Je sais pas si c'est volontaire ou pas, mais à réfléchir. C'est la vignette de mon premier épisode de Dreamfall, ça. En tout cas, c'était chouette de revoir les personnages une dernière fois. C'est bien qu'ils aient pu faire cette suite. Il leur a fallu du temps, hein. C'était quand Dreamfall, c'était en 2006, je pense. Et là, voilà, 2016-2017 pour la suite. 10 ans quand même. Bon, peut-être que dans 10 ans, on aura encore une suite, hein. Ils avaient parlé de faire un The Longest Journey Home, qui raconterait l'histoire d'April entre le moment où elle quitte la tour du gardien, à la toute fin de TLJ, et le début de Dreamfall. Ça m'aurait vraiment intéressé de voir ça. Mais bon, je pense qu'ils n'ont pas eu le financement nécessaire pour le faire, donc c'est remis à plus tard, si c'est fait un jour ou l'autre. Voilà. J'espère que le jeu vous a plu. On va continuer avec d'autres aventures, d'autres jeux. Mais je tenais vraiment à faire ce jeu du fond du cœur, comme c'est une trilogie qui me tenait beaucoup à cœur personnellement, finalement, puisque j'ai commencé... J'ai joué, quoi, j'avais 8 ans, la première fois que j'ai joué à TLJ. Et ça m'a marqué beaucoup. Le personnage d'April m'a beaucoup marqué. Et puis le personnage de Zoé. En fait, c'est comique, parce que quand j'étais petite, je m'identifiais beaucoup dans April. Ouais, j'allais faire des études, j'allais quitter mes parents, aller vivre toute seule, devenir indépendante, etc. Et puis, avec le temps, en grandissant, je me suis plus identifiée à Zoé. Je savais plus quoi faire, j'avais arrêté mes études, j'étais un peu dans un vide psychologique. Je savais pas trop quoi faire de ma vie. Donc, j'ai pu m'identifier d'un personnage à l'autre, à force la vie passant. J'aurais aimé en savoir un peu plus sur les voyages de Saga. Ça a l'air super intéressant. C'est dommage de créer un univers si intéressant et puis d'en montrer si peu, en fait. C'est ça que je reprocherais un peu au jeu. J'aurais aimé moins de temps passé à Propast au tout début, à tourner en rond en soi, et un peu plus d'explications sur l'histoire. Ce que Saga a dit qu'elle allait expliquer à Kian, moi je veux l'entendre. Expliquez-le-moi, je veux savoir.
Perhaps you know me too well.
Je veux qu'on m'explique tout ça. Et donc finalement, Dame Alvan n'est pas Aprilian vieille, mariée à Kian, c'est Saga, adoptée par Kian. Un peu décevant, enfin, j'aurais aimé que ce soit April. Je pense que tout le monde aurait aimé que ce soit April. Mais non. Drôle d'idée. Ça semblait si évident.
You've outgrown me. I'm at the end of my rope. I just want you to hold me. Don't just say you love me, show me. Don't just say you love me, show me.
Ça en fait des gens.
Don't just say you love me, show me. Don't just say you love me, show me. Don't just say you love me, show me.
Je pense qu'à la place de Saga, je ne pourrais pas vivre avec toutes ces interrogations sur ma vie. Qu'est devenue sa mère? Qu'est devenu son père? Se sont-ils retrouvés? Ah. Je ne saurais pas dormir la nuit. Je passerai mon temps à me poser des questions. C'est vraiment beaucoup de gens. J'ai bien aimé les musiques, maintenant que j'y pense. Les musiques du jeu sont vraiment excellentes, je trouvais. Si vous avez des recommandations de jeux, pour moi, je serais ravie de les prendre en considération.
I'm just a guy with guitar, trying to make sense of it all. Everything just seems so banal, but there's no need to stay up and ponder. Get out there before it's all gone. I know it's not
Ce jeu laisse un vide, je trouve.
such a mindfuck.
Un sentiment de trop peu, malheureusement. Ou c'est l'histoire qui est trop bien, je ne sais pas. Trop compliqué aussi. J'aurais aimé des explications un peu plus claires.
I still don't really know who I am. After all of these years of goddamn, we're just spinning.
Ouh, j'avais oublié celle-là. Ah, une photo de Saga vieille. Le pendentif de l'équilibre, le talisman de l'équilibre. Une photo de Kian et Saga, enfin plutôt un dessin. La fameuse lance de Gorimon et la carte de Saga. Bien. Ceci conclut notre let's play de Dreamfall Chapters. Merci de m'avoir suivi. Merci d'avoir laissé des commentaires. Merci d'avoir regardé, tout simplement. Ça me fait plaisir. Si vous avez des recommandations de jeux à me faire, je serai ravie de les recevoir. Et on se retrouvera très bientôt pour d'autres jeux et d'autres aventures.